Last time we talked about some... Hey guys, welcome again. In our last video we talked about word problems and some basic strategies for solving them, and we solved one type about cell phones. If you're interested, you can watch that video again. But today we're going to jump right into some other examples, so let's get started. So here's another scenario, and I'm going to begin by reading the question to get an idea for what this thing is asking. That is the last sentence of the question, which says, how many of each type of flower did Rosie sell? So there's probably a couple different types of flowers, so I'll keep that in mind as I read through this. And that also suggests when there are different types of things, it probably is going to end up being some of the totals sort of scenarios. So if we look back at the types of formulas that we can come up with, we're probably looking at variables added together and perhaps a weighted total equation. So now reading through some of the details, it says that Rosie sold 75 total flowers. That suggests I'm going to use this variable plus variable equals 75 at some point. And the types of flowers here, that's what I was really getting into. Daisies cost $3 each. Roses cost $4 each. And so those are our two different types of flowers. So maybe I'll use the letters that seem natural to me. D for daisies and R for roses. And it also tells us the total amount for the whole day was $252. And so that suggests, now that we know how much each flower is worth and how much the total is, that we can use this particular formula. So let's see what we can do. First of all, the letters that I'll use a D to represent the number of daisies that were sold. And I'll use an R to represent the number of roses. And the types of equations that are used, I'll start by using a simple total, and that is when you just add the variables up straight as they come. So D plus R, and the total number of flowers has to be 75. This type of equation shows up a lot in those coins in my hand problems, like we started this unit off with. We had a N plus D, nickels plus dimes, equaled, I think it was 22 coins. So very common type of equation. And now we'll do a weighted total, and so we will write the number of so we'll write a similar equation, but this time with the costs of the flowers in front. So let's write $3 per daisy plus $4 per rose, and the total amount of money is $252. And at this point I've got two variables and two equations that matches, and so I think I'm good to go. I can start solving this. We could solve this by graphing, although that's going to be difficult because it's in standard form and we don't have x's or y's. We could also use elimination. I might like that technique because everything's lined up already, and that happens a lot in these total problems. So let's multiply the top equation by probably a -3 to create the opposites. So that gives us -3. Let me multiply this top equation by -3. There we go. So that gives us -3D. -3 times R is -3R, or -3R. And -3 times 75 is 75, 150, 225. And this bottom equation doesn't need to be changed. Just drag it over here. And that gives us, if we add these two equations together, good thing I caught this, -3 times 75 is -225. So I'll add these together. The D's cancel. 3R and 4R, that adds together to give you an R. And 252 minus 225, that equals, man, 252 minus 225. 52 minus 25, that's 27 roses. And to figure out how many daisies we have, since the total has to add up to 75, we can plug in a 27 here. And daisies plus 27 has to be 75. Quick subtraction yields that there must be 48 daisies. So, pretty quick to answer that question once we've got our equation set up.